This is going to be a detailed disassembly video of the Tavor TAR21 rifle. I've had mine for about a year. I'm about to send it off to get painted, so it seems like a good time to do a full strip of it. One thing that is important in this video, though, is that I'm using a third-party rail along the top. This is made by Roche Tactical. This is not a factory rail, so I'm going to intercut this with some of the first video I did of installing this rail. Some of the steps for you might be different. If you do own a Tavor, any of the newer factory ones, it is worth your while to get the Armorer's Manual in a PDF form, and if you don't have that already, I'll have it hosted at the bottom of the video. But everything we're doing here today is explained from here. So first we're going to make sure the rifle's safe. I can see that it is. Now, the first step for me is to take out the bolt assembly. You can do that with the tip of a 223 even. It's really easy. We've got our bolt. And then next we'll take a number 3 hex key and we'll just loosen the front handguard. These often have wax or some kind of sealing. It's not Loctite per se, but it's pretty close to Loctite. Then the next step, there should be a little pin right in here. I've lost mine, but what we can do is, essentially that's what prevents this from unthreading on its own. Now at this point on a factory Tavor, the front section of the handguard should slide right off. Now because I have this third-party rail on here, I'm going to have to detach this particular center block before we can do that. That's a Troy sight that I'm using. So now, I should be able to apply force here and lift and separate a little bit here at the front, and it should all just come right forward. Of course it doesn't run too fast. So you want to make sure your charging handle is not locked, that it's free, and then that whole thing will come right straight forward and out. Now once you've got it to here, you don't have to actually slide it off the end of the barrel, because you can see with my flash hider on here, it makes that fairly difficult. What we can do is we can just pop these apart and lift the whole thing up. It'll come right out with the charging handle. Now, some of the Americans have been sold that this is a quick change barrel, and maybe that's true if you have the tool for it. I don't. So this is our lock and open, and we're going to need to find something we can fit in there like a barrel wrench. We literally want to flip that lever back, and then we'll be able to slide the whole barrel out. It's important when you're doing this process that your bolt is removed. Because I don't have a barrel wrench, I literally took a bolt and put it to the grinder so that it will fit right in there nicely, which just lets you spin that locked to open. And then with a little bit of force on there, once we were able to spin that across, you can just take the whole thing and it'll slide right out. There's your barrel, your gas tube, and your optics rail. Now the gas block comes out there. That's where your piston is housed in. And so that's a huge portion of the disassembly already, right there.